Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday Market Update for Monday, July 10th, 2023. Thanks for watching. Well, we're already into the beginning of third quarter for 2023, which I can't believe this year just has blown past. And taking a quick look at our McHenry County statistics for the last 7 days, we had 132 new listings. We had 102 go under contract. So less than we had new listings. That's a good thing. We had 91 closed sales, 29 price changes, and 44 on the private network. Now, some of these numbers are a little skewed because last week was wonky. I don't know about you guys, but I had a very hard time keeping track of what day it was. With the holiday being on Tuesday, that really pushed back some of our new listings. I know a lot of agents didn't list any properties the week of 4th of July. I know I wouldn't because I would want to wait until the holiday week was over. We have new listings going live this week, but last week we kind of wanted to just skip over the whole holiday thing. So that's going to affect things. And then also with people traveling, that is probably another reason why we had less homes go under contract, because holidays do really greatly impact our numbers, especially big holidays like 4th of July, Christmas, those kinds of things. So we are seeing more homes. On average, we're seeing more homes coming to market and more homes going under contract. Again, we're in that seventh month of the year where we've got the last few people who are hoping to get a home under contract before school starts. They're really trying to get something under contract right now because they still have a chance of getting in something before school starts. But we're really only like 6 weeks until school starts for my boys, and around here in Crystal Lake, most of the schools are going back mid-August to the third week in August. I know Barrington goes back then, so we're really at that critical mass where a lot of those things are happening, so people are trying to get something under contract before school starts. So we're seeing kind of a quick surge. Now, some national statistics that I read this morning on NBC News, put out an article a couple days ago, talking about the new median home sales price in the United States remains significantly higher than it was pre-pandemic. It's now at $436,800. That's again the national median sales price. Again, the median, not the average, which is higher by about 100,000. So 329 was the average price seen. In the quarter just before the winter of 2020. So. When the COVID pandemic started. So prices are still way up. I know I hear people out there when I'm out, just socially and stuff, people ask me, well, when do you think the crash is gonna come? I think people are finally catching on. There is no crash. There is no bubble. We are not in a bubble. These are real numbers. The prices that we're seeing are real numbers. If you look at historical averages, you can rely on real estate appreciating 4% a year. That's just historical averages. During the 2008 crisis, where that was a banking crisis, we had prices fall well below that average. Now, in 2006, prices were 21% above that 4% annual appreciation. And then 2010 until 2020, they were well below that 4% average. And now that prices are up, they've just now kind of recovered. So it took us a very long time to recover from that banking crisis, and prices were very low for a long time. So now I know they feel like they're inflated or they're overpriced, and they're not. It's just that prices have finally recovered. So that's an important thing to keep in mind, and we do not expect prices to come down anywhere in the near future. I know in 2020 I heard people saying, oh, I'm gonna wait for the next bubble, for the next crash. And those people are still waiting. And I think they're going to be waiting. And all of my clients who bought in 2020 are doing a happy dance because they have so much equity in their home. So let's talk about another thing that equity plays into. The millennial generation is now the largest generation that we have and the most powerful generation. Those people are turning 30 on average. They're in their 20s and 30s. They are making good income. They're powerful buyers. They are absorbing a lot of our housing inventory right now. The other factor is baby boomers. So cash is king, right? Well, a lot of these baby boomers are sitting on a lot of equity. Recent reports show that that of all of the home purchases in the United States, 1/3 are being bought with cash. How is that possible? Well, a lot of these baby boomers are taking advantage of all of the equity and the higher prices, and they're selling their homes, and then they're just taking that money and they're reinvesting in real estate. People know, especially older people know, that wealth in this country is grown by real estate. If you do not own real estate, it's very difficult to grow your wealth, almost impossible. Think of anybody that you know who's a wealthy person, or somebody you think of as a wealthy person. Do they own their home or do they rent their home? They probably own their home, and they probably own multiple real estate investment properties as well. So that's another population that I'm working with a lot right now is investors. And keep in mind, I teach my clients how to rent their properties by themselves. I don't want to do your rentals. That's not my jam. I'm going to help you find an investment property that you can profit from and that you can use to build long-term wealth. Do you want to put your kids through college? Do you want to retire? You want to have a residual income? That's what investment properties are for. So I have a lot of clients right now that are buying up inventory, knowing that even though these prices are high, because they're just going to keep going up, they know that it's a safe investment. They can make their money work for them. They can build a residual income, grow their wealth, and put their kids through college with that rental property that they own. When they sell it, it will, they're paying down, the renters will pay down the mortgage, and they will have an asset that has a tremendous amount of value that we know reliably is going to appreciate 4% every single year. And you can charge rent, and you can keep the rent going up, because we know rent's getting more expensive, especially with the cost of money getting more expensive, because of course, on average, the interest rates right now are 7%. That's average. And most people are coming to terms with the fact that that is the new normal, folks. 3%, it's never gonna happen. We're never gonna see that ever again in our lifetimes. We're probably never gonna see 4% ever again either. And if you ever do, be worried. You should be scared, because we are in the middle of another worldwide pandemic. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. If we see 5%, we will be praising the interest rate gods and be jumping for joy, and everyone and their brother is gonna run out and grab and try and get a home under contract while the interest rates are low, which is gonna drive prices up. So right now, we've got a lot of people that are seeing the value in a home ownership. We're seeing millennials come out. They're strong buyers. They've got 20% down. They're able to buy a home. They're being conservative with their money. Many of them are approved for way more than what they're actually gonna spend. And then we have baby boomers coming out with cash, because they're using the equity that they've built in their home over the 20 years that they've owned their home, and they're gonna reinvest that money in another property. So that's kind of what we've got going on in our real estate market right now. We've got a lot of investors, we've got a lot of millennials, and we've got baby boomers who are using their equity to buy their retirement home. And the market is still moving. Yes, there are less homes for sale. Yes, we have very tight inventory. However, we still have a very, very strong housing market. Values are very strong. Our mortgage industry is very strong, and we see prices doing nothing but going up in the near future. I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.